Okay, Cooper, just a couple of things here. First of all, as we watch our two swings, really good job with our lower half. Negative movement into hip load. Get a little bit into your leg. But I like the way that you get moving forward. Make sure that you feel the load in your hip, not in your back leg, because I'm just kind of watching the check mark from the Nike symbol. Just a little bit into your leg there. Make sure that you stay into your back hip, and that might be what throws off some of our timing, because you can see how we're starting to open up before we get into the ground. That gives us a little bit of a direction around. So make sure as you get into your hip load, right, because you can kind of see how you've got kind of a back hip pinch here. We can see it in this one too. Oops, sorry. We come out of it just a little bit and get into our back leg there. Again, I'm just watching back here. Make sure you stay in your hip load. Sorry, let me get that junk off. Stay into your back hip load. Don't come out of it and get into your back leg. So you got into your back leg a little bit, because then what we see is as you start to come down, see how you're starting, so I'm watching your front side here, here, and then here, on both of these game swings. See how you set yourself up to be around just a little bit. And the timing might be thrown off as you just get into your back leg a little bit right there. You get into your back leg a little bit right there. The other thing that I would recommend, like the way that you move forward, see if we can stay into our hips so that when we get into the ground, we're more like that than starting to open up like that at toe touch. Same thing here. See how we started to just open up a little bit at toe touch. The other thing that, and these are kind of one and the same, that I would encourage you to work on is in both of these cases, you can kind of see how your weight's a little bit forward. That's going to make it really hard to get to the inside pitch. You know, I would encourage you to work on your posture, saying a little bit more upright, right? Stacked up is the phrase that they use. And as you're at that position, the other thing that I would recommend is, and you can see compared to the samples that I put up of major leaguers, how the position of your bat is really behind your head, whereas we see the major league guys are going to be more at like that 45-degree angle. That's a really awkward slot to come out of and a little bit tough to hit in. Now, you do a nice job of what I really like is how you work, you know, long through. You're releasing your backside. You can see that over here, long through, releasing your backside. You're going to be able to get to a lot more pitches and be better on breaking balls if we can get down in a little bit better position. So again, to recap, make sure that you don't come out of your back hip load on your negative movement, getting into your leg a little bit, so that when we get into the ground, and you can compare this to the major league samples, we're not starting to open up right there. Into our back leg a little bit, starting to open up right there. And as you work on that, work on being stacked up with your posture. It's going to allow you to work so much better towards inside pitches, and work on having your bat more upright at a 45-degree angle. It's going to be easier to come out of the slot than coming from all the way back there. You can see how it's kind of a longer path to get to the ball, and that way we can maximize all the good stuff that you do, which is working long through, palm up through palm down, really good there.